The Pakistani lineup, Hasibullah, the wicketkeeper batsman, he's a dasher, likes to get on with the job. And then the wrist spinner, the left arm wrist spinner, Fazal, and Amir Jamal for the first time featuring in an ODI game for Pakistan.
Just a reminder, it's a Kids Can Orange Day. Zimbabwe is in full support of childhood cancer.
Well, with the new regime, learning on the job, first boundary.
Yeah, fortunate runs, but they'll take them. Finally, a bit of pace, inside edge, takes it away for a boundary.
And thick bats. Port staff. Nice, that was nice. A stroke of authority. This should give a lot of confidence to Gumby.
2 overs gone. It's 9 without loss. Yeah, just the way he gets into position here. Minimal movement, but that lovely just punch under his eyes.
And he was able to hit the ball on the up.
Flicked away handsomely for half a dozen. That is Marumani for you.
And that's contemporary cricket for you. How the batting has evolved. Just slightly erred with his lines
for the middle order, because you don't want to expose them too early. This run away for what I think is leg buys. No, he says he got some bat on it.
There has been rain around, but this outfield is lightning quick. No effect of the rain. Wasn't from the middle of the bat. I think he gloved it, and the ball traveled to the boundary from the right area. Then you are spraying the ball. That's nicely hit. Every time he has looked to bring the ball back to the...
So the first one is really wide, but there's movement on offer and it's too wide. It's called wide. Then he overcompensates. Goes on to the pads and Marumani says, thank you very much.
Yeah, just using...
Where does this go? It's over the offside now. He doesn't get all of it, but he'll pick up 4.
A 6 and couple of boundaries for the left-hander. He's been itching to hit the ball through offside. And finally managed to get bat on ball.
Oh, nicely bowled. Oh, no. Confusion. He's got a hit. Oh, gone. Gonna have to have a look at it. The dive. Does the dive save him? Abdullah Shafiq. Presence of mind to go to the non-strikers. The nation is that he's short, isn't it? Because of the dive.
Yeah, long way behind. First blood drawn.
Yeah, you're going to have to drag him off. A slight error. We just mentioned how good the running was, the communication. He committed. Marumani did not go, but Gumby has to.
What a delivery. Well, that's why he's on in the 8th over. The return on offer. It's beaten both the keeper, Rizwan, and the batsman. A little bit slower through the air. I think that's the sort of pace you're looking for on the surface. Slower finger action. And how did that miss the stumps? That's amazing. What's the University of Life that you go through? Found the gap. He's been looking for that gap on the offside. Picking length really well is Myers. And often when you do what I want for myself, what do I want to do with my life? and he's looked like a player who's come back from that time saying, I want to represent a Zimbabwean cricket team and be part of it.
When you said you, I thought you were going to refer to you, Tino, would have gone to university. It's a strong no. My academic abilities weren't. It's one extra. 25 at a run the ball. Down the wicket. Now this has got a thick inside edge. Fielder back. And he takes the catch. Hasibullah, the previous delivery fumbled. This time he's got his catching game on point.
Oh, my eyes will be disappointed. He'll feel that.
In the T20 format.
Nice side to walk up to as a batsman. Seeing two grabbers behind you, it tells you there's turn on offer. But what it does mean, there might be one or two more gaps in the outfield. Irvine has found it. And off the mark with a boundary.
Yeah, he's waited very nicely for this. It's not quick turn, it's slow off the surface, so you've got to really wait to get the ball in the gap like that. And he's done. In the air, gone. It's a very good catch. Gone quickly. And Sayamayu makes it look pretty simple.
Yep, can't keep him out of the game at the moment. Always body and just finds a thick outside edge. And he's got to go back to the pavilion. Scored 6 and Zimbabwe 67 for 3. Maybe at the end of the day.
Shot. Sean Williams is very good on the slog sweep. Executed well.
Yeah, I guess that shot just sums up why he's got the record for Zimbabwe that he has. Just walked in. It's been a difficult surface for most players, but he latches onto that. There's no man. It's a vacant area towards that.
Force you to have to apply. That's a poor shot from Sean Williams. He's found the gap behind square, making batting on the surface look amazingly easy.
His own patches, Sean Williams. That doesn't get up. That lack of pace of the surface, most occasions probably rush any batter will harass off, but this sits up perfectly for Sean Williams. Goes again. Same result. Back-to-back boundaries. So in the open place for Marumani. Goes on the sweep. And gone. The first ball after the drinks break. They pick up a wicket.
And this is just the back of a sustained period of pressure. He had a strike rate around 100 for most of this innings, and around about the 10th.
His visual for 29 comes to an end. It's 83 for 4. Over the top. That's a go all the way for 6. 20 off 11. Change of end now. That's near. Oh, Raza gets all of this. He jumps into it. Does it have enough legs? Yes, it does. 4 runs.
Haris Rauf had done such a good job tying down Skandar Raza. Just giving him nothing to get away to the boundary. Hasnain has to be disappointed here. Just a gentle loosener. Raza's a good enough player to put this one away. Finds the gap. Long way.
Oh no! Oh no! He's gone across one. And our guy's picked up number 3, and it's a big one of Williams.
This time, it's the cause of his demise. 20 tough calls for selectors to make there.
That'll be 4. Beautiful shot. He loves it out there, does Brian Bennett. Shots is just how late he plays it, and then the hands.
Numbers. And that is smashed in front of square. One bounce and over the fence.
He's a good player. some would think maybe batting out of position, but whenever he comes in, he just seems to have the quality to play through the offside, off the front foot and off the back foot. He's not a slow bowler, and he hits this well.
Action, uncomplicated, has been on the money. It wasn't a bad delivery, this one, but how well it was dealt by Bennett. Got to the pitch of the ball and hit the ball with the open face of the bat to be able to place it away from the fielder. Good batting, this.
Yeah, uses his length, big stride.
Edged. And he has redeemed himself. Very nicely taken by the wicketkeeper.
And that's his first international wicket for Pakistan in ODIs. We were just saying about the length that he was sort of searching for, moving quickly to his right. And Zimbabwe.
Uta. In the air. First wicket for the left arm wrist spinner. He was hoping to buy a wicket in this over by flighting the ball.
Contact was decent, unfortunately it was airborne, and he could only find the safe hands of Hasnan. Had to trouble his opposition.
Oh wow. Wow, he bludgeoned that one.
That'll get the shoulders back, chest out. Good body language from Garaba. You feel like that's what he's been practicing. He's been hoping for that sort of length, a little bit of width as well, to really accelerate the hands through the contact area.
That's nicely controlled. Oh, ordinary stuff from Hasnan. In the previous over, he took a very nice catch. 136 for 7.
Might it not just be the slowness in the surface allows him to play off the back foot? Make it a little bit easier. Got a little bit more time to watch it onto the bat.
That one is short, pulled away, fielder back. He won't stop it. Good effort from... Now that's more convincing from Garaba. Not a rank half.
Disadvantage you have from being a really big lad. Very, very tall, strong man. Can get over pretty good length delivery, and that's what he's done here. And smashed it through the gap.
That is a nice stroke from Sikandar Raza.
Played with an absolute authority. Yeah, and it was short, and it's held up a little bit. What he's done is he's in such a good position, and those very...
Sweeper on the offside, an extra cover. Short ball again. He goes for the pull shot. Fielder back. He won't get there. Oh, and there's a bit of turn. And it actually ends up being a very good result for Ngarawa and Zimbabwe.
It's good to see him continue to be positive. This time he's gotten it off the middle of the bat, well, closer to the middle of the bat, and found the gap in the outfield. Faisal can't collect that one. Always spins towards your left hand when a left-hander is batting. When you're down at fine leg.
Now this one he's hit properly, Ngaraba. He's got absolutely all of it.
Ball. But that shot, he's smashed it. Got into a much better position this time around. And again finds the gap. And
This partnership has been just 59 deliveries. More runs, more work. Back-to-back boundaries.
Yeah, momentum shifted. towards Pakistan. Just get the sense that Pakistan has got a little bit raggedy out in the middle. It's almost like they expected the last 3 wickets to fall quite quickly.
52 of 68. Faisal in the air, oh, what a catch. I say it's a good catch because there's a subtle adjustment here where he has to track back, get settled, and then take it. And more importantly, it's Raza.
And it has to be something that's hitting the stumps.
Bowled him! A great piece of bowling. The googly, the quicker one, and then he slows it up and gets purchase.
Does him in the flight. Sequence head. And a little bit tentative there, not quite using his length to get to the pitch because he wasn't sure which way it's turning. Difficult to pick. I feel like we're part of history here today, witnessing this.
On the bounce again, but oh yes, he has enough. Straight enough for a boundary.
Garava onto 41, clears that left leg. Impressive ball flight, low, quick. One bounce into the advertising boards.
Pulled away, and that'll bring up the 200 in style, all the way for 6.
Garava bringing the crowd to life. They're loving it. Garava show. There's long levers, hitting it long enough, far enough.
Bowled him! It won't be a maiden. ODI 50 for Richard Ngarawa. It's a wonderful change up here by Hasnia to just bowl a little bit slower through the air. It grips in the surface.
Disappointed. Had the measure of the Pakistan bowlers today. He shows his part in there. I think the men in red walking onto the park would look to the man in picture, Blessing Muzarabani and Richard Ngavara, to continue his good form that he showed with the bat. And key for me would be to get rid of the Zimbabwe that will attack them with the same left-right hand combination if they hand the ball to Muzarabani. And
Young in his career, and really did himself credit on what still remains one of the toughest tours on the planet, tour to Australia. Got important runs in the power play early for them, for Pakistan there. And there it is, a good bounce and carry for Muzarabani. That's been helped around the corner. No one is going to cut that one off. So Saeem Ayub with the boundary gets the run scoring for Pakistan underway.
Muzarabani would be disappointed with that delivery. 3 good ones, and then the 4th one just releases pressure, way too straight. All Ayub has to do is help it around the corner. Any bat on that would be a certain boundary. He knows it.
Beautiful. Saeem Ayub has caressed that. That is not hit. That is absolutely perfect timing.
Elegance personified. Leaning on the front foot, too full. And just punches it through the offside direction. You can tell us more after the delivery.
It's gone down the leg side. There's a big appeal and it's been given. Raven Vike was just talking about him sometimes floating it in that direction, and there's a bit of good fortune for the Zimbabwean fast bowler here. Not the best delivery he's bowled in international cricket, but really good work. How well did Maru Mani behind the stumps move to get to that catch?
The feet, Muramani at the top of your screen, sees it's going down leg, gets the feet going, and in the end makes a very difficult catch look very simple. Abdullah Shafiq a little bit unlucky. He's come a long way for getting a little feather down the leg stump. Pakistan 11.
A little bit of extra pace from Muzarabani. Ends the third, 11 for 1. Little too straight, and Ghulam gets off the mark in some style. Picked it up off his toes and picks up a boundary backward of square.
Yeah, Gaurava not quite making the adjustment here to the left-right hand combination. A little bit too straight. Except first for the Pakistan team. There's a big appeal. There's a finger that's raised. Blessing Muzaravani. He's got his man. This time finds the outside edge of the other Pakistan opener. And we said Zimbabwe needs early breakthroughs. He is providing.
And that front foot is good. And much better position. Doesn't buckle that front knee. And Tadiwanashi Marumani, another good keeping catch. Coming forward. Picks up his second. Saeem Ayub has gone for 11 from 17. Pakistan 17 for 2.
In the air, he's ridden the bounce very nicely through the gap for 4.
For the second time, he dragged the length very kind of back, and the batsman are happy to deal with those deliveries. Very effective, Kamran Ghulam. Square of the wicket either side.
Yeah, also has to have a close conversation with Ngarawa at mid-on about the length to Ghulam. It's got to be a lot more fuller. The short stuff, he'll punish you. It's well fielded. You can't really bowl that particular length. He looks very comfortable there. Delivery.
And the other thing, in my opinion, he has to improve, as another boundary scored in this over. Will further it in the next over. That's 40 for 2. As a boundary was scored in the previous over of the last delivery. You know, when after his gather, he bends his upper body quite quickly, and that's why he...
And the core. Oh, edge! Yes! Sean Williams! A timely wicket.
It was amazing. He darted the ball into the surface, and the amount of deviation he got. Interesting. Have a look. Turned and bounced. And that was more than enough for the captain to strike. It's Kamran Ghulam, after 17, walking back 40 for 3.
Make it drag, yo, Willie. Stuff, man. Oh, yeah. Put out. Oh.
Well, we've been talking about KidsCan. We've been talking about the importance of support for childhood cancer in Zimbabwe. This first one-day international dedicated to KidsCan.
Raising awareness, prevention is better than cure. But due to the challenge that we have in our country, we are now supporting with clinical support, bus fares for every child and patient, admission packs, diagnostic imaging, chemotherapy drugs.
Big appeal and gone. Sikandar Raza. How often does he do this? When Zimbabwe need wickets, he comes into the attack and he takes them. He's enjoyed that. And so have his colleagues on the field. It'll be the front foot check. Oh, I'm not sure there's anything behind. Now, that's no problem. Plum in front. If we've gone to that replay, it means that that man is out. Salmanaga for 4. Zimbabwe get another 49 for pursuit. We are talking with the executive director of KidsCan. Maybe you can tell us about how long you've been in existence.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. So KidsCan has been around and registered as a PVO in 2009, although we were supporting childhood cancer.
Bolden, I'm going to have to keep cutting you off here, Daniel McKenzie, because Sikandar Raza continues to get wickets. That is a beautiful delivery. He's given it air, pitches, turns past the outside edge, hits the top of off. No problems this time with the no ball check. You cannot bowl a better delivery first up to a batsman than that. The captain enjoys it, Sikandar Raza enjoys it. Khan goes for none, 49 for 5.
And we want to be the first country in sub-Saharan Africa to reach that target.
Well, Daniel McKenzie, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for all the wonderful work you're doing for kids' cancer awareness in Zimbabwe. We hope you continue to get more support, not just from Zimbabwe cricket and the countries that have visited and given their support, but thank you very much and we wish you all the best. End of the 18th over, boundary to finish it. Craig Irvin felt a lack of pace in the pitch. Has allowed Sean Williams to get turned again, and another wicket for Zimbabwe.
This is an absolute beauty from Sean Williams.
Yeah, very tight. This will give us a better indication. Oh, it doesn't look very good there. But that heel is still... Well, the decision is that that's a fair delivery, and Pakistan lose Irfan Khan for 7. They lose their 6th, just 58 on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Now Zimbabwe, Sikandar Raza will be desperate to get these next 3 balls in, because it means that you have a match and Duckworth Lewis can come into play. So at the end of this, wind's just picked up in the last couple of overs as well. You just get the feeling that this rain is imminent.
Just had the equivalent of a professional foul in light dwindling out there, getting darker and darker out there in the pitch. Got to bowl a quick hit. Got to try and get this game finished.
They've come out in their numbers as always, and they've thoroughly enjoyed themselves. When you see that man standing like that with his arms crossed, it tells you that it's not a good thing. Fungai Shanganya, the Zimbabwe Cricket Grounds curator.
Rain gets a little bit heavier, and as I say that, Michael Goff takes the bails off and they're leaving the ground. It's been threatening throughout the day. It cleared up for a moment and we thought we were safe enough, but it's made a bit of a U-turn and it's coming right across or over that manual scoreboard.
Yeah, and remember there's a couple of more games in Bulawayo for the next couple of weeks. One-day series, 2 remaining matches, and then the T20 series after that. So the ground staff would like to look after the square as the players find refuge. Have a look at that square. On look after that, there's been a lot of work put in to get the conditions ready for what's an important series for Zimbabwe. And by the looks of it, should the rain persist, it'll be a dream start for the home team.
Yeah, we're getting wet in here as well. They're starting to come down very hard. Fourth umpires out there, Foster and Tizwa, ground staff, were ready and they've covered the surface, as you say. Lots of cricket to be played, and it's a frantic move and rush to keep things dry.
Hard work by the men in orange for the day. More than enough covers to cover what needs to be covered as it's belting down now, this Queen Sports Club. So that's what's happened in